Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to an episode of my time at Sandrock. Last episode was the final mission and the ride on the airship and the credits. Our baby grew up at the very end of last episode. It made me think we had been sleeping for days when it was really only like a couple hours. Because I'm like, all of a sudden it's like, your baby grew up. It's like, excuse me? So, there she is, little baby Lily. She runs around like a little crazy thing. It's really cute. And it continues like normal now. Just like one of those things that's like, it feels weird, but it's to be expected. There is post-game content. Well, that's easy. There is post-game not post-game. This is not football. I don't know why I'm stuck on that saying. Oh, Andy, you're stuck. Okay. Where'd he go? Did he get teleported? Oh, where did Andy go? Yeah, he got teleported to school. I may need to move. Well, we're gonna rotate these because I noticed things keep getting stuck behind there. So maybe if this is enough room, I don't know. We need to buy the baby the purple soldier. That is what they wanted yesterday. I'm gonna probably buy today regardless of what prices are. Oh, there's a mission I see. Regardless of what prices are, I'm gonna probably buy multiple of the toys. They wanted the purplish one. I'm thinking it's this one. We're gonna buy 3 of each. Mainly because now I see more of how the baby gifting is. That they could want at any given time any toy. Or I guess, I don't know how old this baby would be considered, like a terrible, like a, no longer a newborn. I guess it's taking a sweet time to load. It's not, it's I guess almost toddler. Early toddler stage. Hi. I don't know if I've talked to you. Darling, I read that it's good to drink. Yeah. Thank you, sweetie. I would have to look at the map. Not the map, the calendar. Because, oh, let me think. He told us we were going to have a baby. I think here. So this is the earliest we can have the baby is in 2 days.
Got
so
a little request
tomorrow's
today.
episode.
I let Elsie handle it.
Okay.
I've got some free time. We could go for a ride if you have some time.
Thank you, Jane. Oop, that is the wrong button. We got our monument. That is what we got. We have an outfit that we need to perfect. We need to donate a bunch of weapons. We're gonna give Andy the target. Hey, Coco. I need to start giving Coco gifts. Yeah, there is a mission. We will go pick up the mission. I am, though, going to create a save. Only because before I even... Hey, Gale. We'll see him in a minute. Before I ever... Anytime I start the post-credit content, or newer content, I always go and check the bug reports. And there are a decent amount of people who are having issues with the post-credit content. So,
Thank you.
It's mainly people, because it involves a lot of stuff with Fang. It's mainly people who have other things to do with Fang during this time who are having issues. And being that we have some stuff to do with Fang, like having a baby, that sometimes those cutscenes overlap a little bit. And the game doesn't know what to do because it has so many things happening in one location. And it just basically does a soft lock and you're just stuck. So I wanted a place to go back to, just in case we end up getting stuck because 2 missions are spawning at the same time in the same location. So I wanted that just in case. Some people are perfectly fine and they have no problems, and then other ones have a problem. It's not like everyone has the problem. It is safe to save, which are really the worst types of bugs, are the ones that it's like a save to save type issue. So we'll take this and we will do like next to nothing with this probably until the baby's born.
So? Yes? Matt, Trudy, what's going on here? I'm confused.
Rest assured, Mayor Gale. I think our good doctor is still giving it some thought. Any ideas, Doctor?
Possibly. Yes.
Oh,
Sensitive to sunlight, weakness, fevers, delicate skin, sometimes collapses and comas. Condition stabilized by cactus juice.
yes, exactly.
I can try a cure.
Really? No kidding.
Yes,
That's wonderful news, Mayor Gale.
but she needs to come in herself.
Oh, that'd be hard, but I'll arrange it. Thank you, Doctor. A try is all we ever hope for. I'll let them know at once. May I use your telegraph, Mayor Trudy?
Of course. This way, please.
Yes, that's a patient's family. This patient will come in a bit. Not easy to treat. Worry not. I'll be prepared.
Okay.
A patient is coming in. Her illness is rare. I'll look into it.
Okay, so that sets that up. So we will have guests in a couple days. Thing that's interesting that I've noticed that happens with full release is when I logged out of the game, I showed you the map. There was no mission here. I logged out of the game because this is a totally different day. This is like 3 days later, and that appeared. So it's weird. It's very weird how that happens. Seeing if Trudy is stuck in her spot. Right now, no. Good. For a really long time, Trudy was stuck right here. Just right here all the time. And it was a bummer. I don't like having NPCs stuck places. After completing the final mission, you will also get the Memory of Sandrock book, which is just the credits. That's all it is. If you wanted to see him again, we will put this in a chest somewhere so I don't randomly accidentally hit it. You know. All right, so commissions are done. So we shall see if I can give Lily a gift. She's just gonna roam around the house. This is what this age of baby just kind of does, is just roam everywhere. But she's being so good. Oh, you wanted a purple thing. It's purplish, and I saw it for like a split second. But I don't know if it was this one. I could go review the tape. So at this point in the store, we need to go buy the rest of the other half of the gifts from Arvio. At this point, right, that's everything. I totally lost my train of thought. I forgot. Well, it'll come back to me eventually. I need to put away other stuff. This into books. That's kind of what got distracted me, was having to put things away, which is a dangerous thing, putting things away. Miscellaneous. Oh, that's full. Well, we'll have to give out some gifts. Where did she go? She in here? Okay. Yeah, she moves really fast. She really books it. Yeah, I think I was gonna say that I didn't know about the toys, that they would ask for any one toy, like they would ask for a specific toy. I never got to have kids that grew up to this point, so yeah, I did not know that was a thing. And I don't know. So like I said, I think from this point, we at least need to keep 2 in stock at the house. But we'll see. Baby. So with the rest of today, we need to donate some stuff to the museum. The monument is gonna stay at our house because there is only one right now, and I don't want the one that is mine be donated to the museum because yeah, it's mine. I'm gonna be selfish about it until I get the second one. Once we get the second one, then it will get donated. I was thinking that today, what we could do, I'm curious how big this thing is. That is pretty big. That is not even gonna fit on the roof. So we're gonna find a place to stick it, and that's where it's gonna go. We need to water plants today. Wow, that is really big. Well, all right then. Oh, we need to water plants. And I was thinking today that possibly what we might do is, even though it is late in the story, we might get the chickens and the chickens and the bunnies and the yakmels. We might do that. So I think we're gonna do that. There's like a twofer there. I'm like, there's something that's not lining up right, and that was it. Anything else? Anything else? Sure, we'll plant that. This is literally just randomness. I'm not putting too much thought into anything. Water. You actually need water. Wow, that was fertilizer. That could be dangerous. The fertilizer water thing that I keep doing. No. No, you don't need that. This is borderline that it actually needed both. That is very borderline that this actually needs both. We'll do these all both. It may start reaching a point where we need to just say Sundays are the fertilizing day, and like Wednesdays are just the watering day. Yeah, those don't need it. We may need to do that. Okay, we're done. We're gonna go to the museum. Donate what we have. And we still have 2 kingfish to get. When I come back, we will look at what we need to build for all the different types of farm buildings. Will we keep them that long? Probably not. Probably, hey Luna, probably just enough to get the material. The only reason I'm doing it is because we were short on eggs.
Oh my stars! The food in Sandrock is just incredible! It's all organic and fresh. That yak milk is all my stars and more! It's officially my new favorite drink. I'm so jealous of Ernest for getting to stay here.
She stays for a few days. Andy, I needed to give you a gift today. She will stay here for a few days, and then she will leave. If you are dating Ernest,
Awesome.
you will have a mission. If you were dating Ernest, you would have a mission with her and Ernest in the Blue Moon, where she just goes and says like how cute you guys are as a couple and all that type of stuff. But yeah, you only get that scene if you are dating Ernest, so we won't see it. Donations. Chromium daggers. The gun. Probably not a good thing to have in like nearby, you know? Just a gun sitting around. The super shock shield. I'm not even gonna record this. There we go. What does that take us to? 97. So I'm thinking, since we have 3 more things, 2 of them are going to be the fish, because I'm assuming that they're going to be able to be donatable. I think we're going to do, the last thing we're going to assemble is going to be the star from on top of the train station. So I was doing some thinking, and there's other things we could donate, like a copy of the stage or the purification thing from over there, which is like now gone. Like that's the only other thing I could think that would be worth donating is the purification. What do they call it? The air purifier that we used. But I think we're gonna do the star, and it is over here. And then the last 2 fish, if we can catch them. I'm not really thinking that we are going to be able to, just because.
Got a little request today, and I'll let Elsie handle it. I've got some free time. We could go for a ride if you have some time.
Oh, Rambo is clogging up the door again. I don't really remember my parents look like. Logan and Har are my family now. Oh, and you two, you're cool.
Catch you later.
So the star, because if we can't catch the last 2 fish, I think we're gonna try. I'm not gonna not try, but we're gonna try to catch them. I have a feeling that they may be very difficult because there's multiple fish in that spot that both require the same baits. So it's like gonna be 50-50, and it's already done. So what we need to do is go into this. We need to go into structures, which is it this? Yes. We also need to upgrade this. I probably need to write this down just because we're going to be making a bunch of stuff. So 9 petrified boards for sisal. Okay, so we'll make that. And I just dropped a whole bunch of stuff that I have a mess to clean up later. Show descriptions. That is 4 iron plates and 1 bronze frame. I totally, man, we're going way back right now, like to early things. And so this is up to 13 and up to 4. We're probably going to clear ourselves out of that too. And a hutch, which we are now up to 17 and 5. Okay, that was less of a list than I thought it was. And we're going to build this, which is 9 stone slabs. Okay. We are good. We probably need to make some of this because it is looking low. It's over here. I don't know why I'm having the hardest time remembering that this is here. It is just a mental block. Add to queue. 9 and 9. Add to queue. We need altogether 17. What's a good divvy? 4? Yeah. And then I never know if it's better to do these things like just go like, I need 4. We're just gonna do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, yeah, we'll do it. And then we will see what else we need. Is he in there checking on the baby? It's driving me crazy that there's stuff on the floor. Okay. It just picked up now. Are you talking to the baby or to me? Hi. The eyes kind of freaked me out a little bit, I will say. What do you say? What do you want to play? How do you... Oh, baby down is just interact with something. Okay. I think he's holding down the fort. The one thing that people have been complaining about with the kids is that if they have a stomach ache or something, you will just lose a bunch of points with them, like 5 points per day. There's really nothing around it. It's just, it doesn't do anything. Trying to give them medicine, which is a bummer. Let's go perfect this gun. So we started making all of these things. I'm trying to think what else I want to do. We need to start leveling up again. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just see how much we can get done. But then I need to keep some of it for stuff for us to do when like updates come out. Because I am still going to cover the game. It's because we're done with like the proper story and all that. Okay, today may be a day that we're just gonna come back to this. I think 100% is just gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna come back to this because I've kind of learned the last time. We need to go get more agate. Let's go get more agate. I learned the last time that if it's not giving it to you, just come back another day. Well, a bunch of stuff is complete. So we will go down here and get, oh, I almost fell off. Get some agate. I will say, I was really hoping to log into the game today, or maybe tomorrow. Like, I wasn't expecting the next day, but I was just hoping that there would be a goodbye scene with our parents. I was really hoping that got added. Like, I would say, like, now having taken in the end again, that is really lacking. that there's no goodbye scene for our parents. It is like, that is the coldest thing I think I've ever seen, was our parents' visit. Mainly just because in Portia, your father, who was essentially, he abandoned you with your aunt. In that game, your father, you had so many scenes with him. You had a new scene if you were married, like I was married to Gust. There was a scene with Gust of him meeting my dad and him saying, oh, your dad isn't that bad. Like, because we really did not want our father there. Like, your character makes it obvious that they don't want your father there. And so Gust meets him and they have a whole scene together, or whoever you're married meets him, and that type of stuff. And that's for our parents, who we've been like talking to via letter the entire time we've been here, which is almost going to be 2 years. And they only had something to say about our kids who weren't even there. I don't know, that to me still needs a scene. The scene could be as simple as, because I mean, some of the delegates are still here. We saw Gale already. We saw Luna. Though Luna's not a delegate, but they're still around. It could have been something as simple as a bye scene, just showing everyone leaving just like you saw them all coming and arriving. It could be that simple. It doesn't need to be anything extravagant. So yeah, that to me is a big letdown still. But I still think the ending, like overall the ending it's beautiful. I love the ending. It's just, there's certain things that just don't fit the game. And there is one of the things I needed to touch. Okay. We need to go and touch like literally everything. Because we're still missing a few things from the encyclopedia. But yeah, that to me is definitely lacking. Just being like, it's like you can tell that this part of the game was a little rushed. Because I think had they had the time necessary to do all this content, like the Act 3 stuff we're talking now, the right way, I think those scenes would have been in here. I think you would have had a goodbye to your parents, and I think they would have had a special scene of them meeting your husband or wife or partner, whatever you feel like, whoever you pick in this game. I think that would have been something that existed. So it's still a bummer for me for it to not exist. Just because, like I wrote in my feedback for them, is that you have a thing for goodbyes in Act 3, yet the most important people, they're gone. It's just bye. That's it. And that's how it feels. And I still don't like that. I was really hoping to log in today and to have a scene of our parents at the train station and waving bye to them. It could be as simple as like a Haruz, where you just go and wave and say like bye, and you see them all leaving and you see the plane take off. It could have been that simple, like very simple. Little ma'am, why are you still here? You need to go to bed. Well, it's fine. I guess she will do it eventually. I don't know if I should. Okay, there she goes. Like, do I put the baby to bed or I don't know. All right. He has a mission for us. No. Ha!
What are you planning for today? I'm not too busy right now, and I can be with you if you want.
I'll go for a cookout.
Darling, on my last hunt, I managed to track down some high-quality game to boot. What say I grill it up for us? I'm getting better at it.
No problem.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get out up over that horizon and let loose for a bit.
Did you need anything, my dear? I don't think so. I don't know, do I give them a gift? I think I will. We'll give them one of these just to see, because I know they like it. Just trying to get all the points. Yeah. If you don't give them any gifts for like a while, I believe you get a message saying that your baby is bored. Give them a toy. So I'm trying to see if I can avoid some of those. Nope. Home. I'm looking for home. There it is. We'll go take care of his mission first. Actually, no, we're gonna go to Andy first. Hi, sir.
Hello.
This one.
Thanks for giving me this.
He should be almost. Oh, there's a lot of scenes. That's us. Miguel. Oh no. It's finally time to make a decision about Miguel. Come on, hold my hand. This is like my favorite animation, and you're messing it up, sir. Thank you. It is my favorite animation. I love it so much. It is like one of the best things they added. Hi, Nemo. Truly one of the best little things they added was the ability to hold your boyfriend's hand. It's the rainbow lemonade from Portia. That's the rutabaga from the Rambo mission. So pretty. Makes me want to go on vacation out west. Anytime you see these scenes. It's been a long time. Well, it's been since 2017.
Out on the trail, you just eat to live. It's nice to slow down, soak things in, enjoy life. Something I never really did before I met you.
Okay.
Got some outdoor gear. Remember to take some when you're out adventuring. Darling, anything you need lately? If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know.
Okay. We're gonna go back and go do some commissions. Helps if I get the commission first. I'm like all ready to like, let's make something. It's like, no, not how that works. Well, I have a bunch of fish, so sure. We'll do this because I don't have any and it's something to do. It's doing the thing again where it doesn't want to select things. It is doing that again. 8 of those. And I will have to go buy more soy sauce. 12. So we'll go buy more soy sauces. Tempted to ignore the Miguel mission. Where's the other one? This one's Amirah. So we'll get the Amirah one and then try to ignore Miguel. Did he put you to work again? I think he did. Yeah. Poor Pascal can never get a day off. I was gonna do something and I don't remember what it was. I saw, birthdays. X's birthday today. He actually doesn't need anything, right? Because he got boosted. So really, the only birthdays we have to pay attention to. That's interesting. Crystal did not get a boost. Everyone else, their last heart or star filled up fully. Crystal's did not. That is interesting. Jasmine, Sandy. Actually, we're pretty much done with Andy. That's like a sliver. Timon. Venti is fallen behind now. The magic mirror. Look at her. That's so cute. And then these are gone people, and I can't give him anything. So we could test it again. See if... Where am I going? I need soy sauce. Let's see if he's any more interactable. I don't think it would magically fix itself. I think it needs to be updated. Okay. We will go continue. Hey, Larry. I must say, at times, I do miss the glory days, leading the Empire, crushing my enemies, seeing them driven before me, and hearing the lamentations of their women. But this is good too, peace and quiet, you know? Hello, Pascal. Just to hear the noise. Okay, we're done. We're done. It is so cute. It is just so cute. Oh yeah, we have mail. From Justice. Dear Lexi, to thank you for all your hard work with the Civil Corps, we have prepared something for you. Stop by the office as soon as you get this letter. It appears... Oh, so there's multiple things happening in the Civil Corps. It appears my time has come to... Blah, blah, blah. Trudy informed me that I have 1 week until I am taken to Atara. I have appreciated your company and would like one final conversation before I face my fate. Thank you for your time, Miguel. In the Tumbleweed Standard, no news. Go outside, have a Santee. Hey, it's me, Jasmine, again. After the all-important people left, I guess there's not much news to report, but that won't stop me from getting on the typewriter anyway. Well, everybody, just because there's no crazy big adventure going on right now doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Now we can relax, maybe even get to know each other better. Maybe you can make friends with somebody you never thought possible. And, well, this is Sandrock, so you pretty much know something crazy is going to happen pretty soon, so just enjoy the peace and quiet. Reported by Jasmine. Wondering if that's like the devs' way of like kind of saying like it's going to continue to get updated, like don't worry everyone. Because I think as soon as like this went into full release, everyone was like, so it's over, there's nothing left. It's like, no, they're gonna update still. Like, that was like pretty much the immediate reaction, like, so it's done, like, that's it. Like, no. Will it be updated forever? No. But will it be updated a little bit? Yeah. I'd say like probably, I would say you can probably expect Sandrock updates and DLCs for like maybe the first year and a half. Because they've already kind of, wow, 91 luck. So now let's compare to the lower one. No, that's the wrong button. 278. Definitely better. Here we go. I'll try them a couple times and then we're gonna leave because this is already 100. That is already 100. Because, like, I'm assuming, there we go, that RNG, it needed to be reset a little bit. So, yeah, this one's being, there we go. So stupid, because I can't even wear it yet. It's like, why are you doing this? I'm ready, though. Yeah, we definitely need to figure out a way to level up, which it's going to be digging the mines out. It is. That's where I can't decide is where I should draw the line. If I should just in between the updates, continue filming and making videos and just doing little bits here and there. Like maybe not like every day upload something, like because I do want to do Coral Island next. But like not every day have a Sandrock video. Maybe have like Sandrock Saturdays or Sundays, you know? So that there's still some Sandrock content, but it's not as much Sandrock content. So that we're still kind of visiting this world a little bit and doing things to level up and go towards the end, which is,
Thank you.
you know, I mean, we have all of this to do. We need to fill in all of this. I want to know what that is. Some of these I am going to have to just go on the wiki. I know one's boxwood. I do know that. One of them, actually, we may not be able to get because you need to romance Nia to get. That is a thing. If it's something that I need to romance someone for, then we're not going to get it. It is what it is. I'm not going to cheat on my husband to get a frickin' flower. That is where I draw a line. And I think that is what you need to do to get it, is to romance Nia. And I'm not romancing Nia. I am not romancing anybody. Trudy. We will get... I think this one technically is inside.
Thank you.
I do think we will get this one, because this one doesn't affect anything.
I need to think about it. It's a celebration of love. It would be wonderful to have a strong single woman who is dedicated to her career to join.
What are you talking about? Yeah, Amirah's the best. What are you talking
Hello,
about?
this is Li-Jun, the mayor of Walnut Grove. We're discussing an upcoming exhibition. Ah, we've met before. You've got quite the reputation. Please help me convince Amirah to lend her expertise to our exhibition. Walnut Grove is hosting a ceramics exhibition to the theme of love. Amirah Ceramics have made quite a name for themselves, so I was inviting her to contribute some creations since I was in the neighborhood. She said she would like to think about it some more.
That sounds great. You don't want to join in?
I don't know. I've never done anything like this before. I'm not particularly competitive, and it's such a short time. I don't want to sacrifice my other orders. I understand. Busy people. Well, the exhibition is a season from now, so you have time. Be sure to join in. Any later, and you'll miss it, I'm afraid. But I would just love to see your work there. I understand that art takes time, but I know you can do this. You have something special, Amirah. Help me show the world. Thank you for your faith in me. I will try. If I manage to finish within the deadline, I will send it over. Good. Then I shall eagerly await your work.
Okay. We will go turn in Ernest's commission. We will visit this again. I will say I do find it interesting that we're just going to wait for the world to load. I do find it interesting the people who they did choose to stay. I mean, Gale makes sense because we were in Portia before. But it is interesting it's the Walnut Grove lady. Makes you think tinfoil hat is Walnut Grove the next
so much.
place. Could it be? I don't know. But it is interesting that they chose out of all the people who are here, Walnut Grove. Like I said, tinfoil hat. Always tinfoil hat moments. Makes you think, though. I mean, there was a day when the devs were on their Discord and they were teasing the next game, like everyone guess, everyone guess, everyone guess. And Walnut Grove was one of the ones that people guessed, and they did say that in the small list that someone did name the next place, and Walnut Grove was in the list. I need to find that conversation again, which is so, I hate finding conversations on Discord because you have to go through so much nonsense. And even if like you do a keyword search, there's still so much garbage you have to sift through. It's like, I really hate to do that. And hate's a strong word. It's beyond violently dislike. It is hate. Okay, let's get a bunch of missions right here.
The light teaches us to forgive. If we can't grow, then who are we as a people?
Yeah, this is the mission to decide if he stays or goes.
You have been sounding more like a minister every day, Burgess. Sandrock is lucky to have someone as pure as you.
Well, as much as you deny it, I know you were always preaching from the heart.
I was preaching what I believed. But even then, in my pursuit of my ideal, I ended up precipitating the very thing I was trying to prevent. I wronged you, Burgess. I led you astray. Took advantage of you.
That's in the past now, Miguel. Besides, I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for you. For better or for worse. I can't regret the past. We can only look forward into the future.
Well, let me impart one last bit of wisdom to you. Sometimes, even when you're so very, very sure, you still need to reflect and ask the tough questions. I've given this much thought while I have been in here. And even though I clung so hard to my ideal of an orderly world, what right did I have to force it on anyone else? That makes me no better than the fools who caused the day of calamity. You okay? I'm glad to see you. Burgess was giving me one last sermon on forgiveness.
I've seen Miguel's growth. He's not the man he used to be. He's seen the error of his ways. But now they still want to lock him up forever.
I told you, Burgess. I seek not forgiveness. I have to face what I have done. Don't shed a tear for me. I will be fine.
If I pour out your water because you poured out my water, then no one has any water to drink. I can see how much you've changed. If we let you just rot in a box, then who are we?
I do think he has changed, because his initial reaction was that of little to no remorse for what he did. Like, he almost murdered somebody. He has changed, but he still does need to pay for what he's done. Like, I don't know, it's one of those things that's, I mean, what some of the stuff he did is kind of unforgivable. He tried to sink an entire town for what he believed in, even though he was essentially just a pawn, really. Like, he was just a meaningless person who they were willing to step over in order to get what they wanted. But still, you allowed yourself to be the pawn. Is he being... Because, like, when he first tried to shoot Logan, he had no remorse. Like, when we asked, did you sleep? Of course I slept fine, because he had no remorse. And it wasn't until, like, the reality of this, that these are my four walls, that he started to show any remorse. But I still feel bad for him, because, like, he's led a tragic life. But even if he's changed, he still needs to pay for what he's done.
What? In a maximum security prison for life?
It's Trudy's decision. It's the Trudy and the town's decision, really, and that's the decision. It is extreme. I don't think he deserves life in prison. I don't think that's the sentence. But it is Trudy's decision, so I'm going to respect her decision.
And we must respect that. You have both been a sliver of light in my incarceration. I am glad I have you both with me in my final moments before leaving to meet my fate.
This isn't right.
This is as it shall be. acceptance of one's wrongs does not free one from guilt. And Burgess, don't be a hypocrite. You yourself always stood for upholding the rules. Don't make the exception for me.
Yeah, because that's like the other thing is that in the end, Burgess wanted to throw the book essentially at Logan, even though he kind of was just being Burgess about it. I mean, let's be honest, he was being Burgess about it. But in the Logan case, he wanted to throw the book at him. And he wanted the longer sentence, but it's like weird that in this case, it's no, I think you're sorry enough. I don't know. It's still one of those things. Either way, I think the sentence is too harsh, but he shouldn't stay here and get out scot-free. It's one of those things that I wish there was a third choice.
Thank you, truly, for being here with me.
But I will respect Trudy's decision, because it's the town's decision too.
We have to do something. We can't let him go like this. Yes, I'm a stickler for the rules, but maybe I'm not completely right.
What should we do? Oh, you're right. Let's talk to Trudy. I don't know. That is the answer, is I don't know. What should we do?
We need to go and talk to Mayor Trudy. If we can convince her to let him serve his sentence here, then maybe one day he can be free again. We can't just let him suffer. He's a victim in this too. He needs a second chance to right his wrongs, or a good man will go to waste forever. So, shall we go and talk to Trudy?
Maybe later.
All right. Okay. Well, I could really do with your support. So, let me know if you have some time.
We'll go get this really quick. Mainly because I'm here.
Hey, you're here. We've got a surprise for you today. I've invited Trudy to award you a medal. All your service at the Civil Corps qualifies you for our highest honors. So, on behalf of the Sandrock Civil Corps and our whole town, we're here to give it to you, Mayor Trudy.
Thank you, Justice. Since you came to Sandrock, the Civil Corps has been much more efficient in just about every department. I just wanted you to know that your service hasn't gone unnoticed. This is to thank you for all your hard work and diligence in protecting the town of Sandrock.
Thank you, Trudy.
You stepped up. No one made you do it. You volunteered. This medal is a symbol of all our gratitude for everything you've done as an outstanding member of the Civil Corps. I present to you the Civil Corps Medal of Honor.
Congratulations.
Almost as cool as a deputy hat.
Almost. Thanks, Cap. Unfinished speech. Thank the Civil Courts. Thank your fans. Thank Captain. Thank Trudy. Thank your parents. Thank the light. Say you should. I'm gonna thank Captain. No, the Civil Corps. Captain's included.
Hey, no need to thank us. You're the star here.
If the Civil Corps didn't exist, the builder wouldn't be getting this medal. So we deserve some credit for existing.
True.
Yeah, I guess that is technically true.
And that's the thing, is that what he always says is technically true. It is always technically true, and that's what's kind of silly about it. Yeah, Cap.
Captain agrees.
Yeah, he does. Thank you, Captain.
Yeah, I think Captain was the first to put your name on the ballot.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you.
You're right. It was me.
So worth it. This is so worth it. Thank you, Trudy.
Oh, well, you're welcome. I'm really just here as a formality, but as soon as I heard the news, I was more than happy to do it.
It's not a real medal unless a city official is here to witness the ceremony and notarize the papers afterwards.
I really hope I get to go through all the little choices.
Seems like it'd be a real medal the moment it came out of its metal casting. Or maybe the moment we thought you deserved it. Why would it be the moment that we have someone sign a piece of paper? Dang, everything is so arbitrary.
Never change, sir. Yeah, Cap. I know. Thank you, my parents.
Yeah, you gotta remember where you came from.
Always an absolute class act.
I guess thank your fans. I'm sure.
Oh, you have fans? I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I don't get out much.
My parents are my fans.
I'm your fan.
Thank you, unsure. So is Captain.
Captain is too.
There we go.
Ooh, love this song.
I'm not done yet. You guys want me to wrap it up? I still have so many people who think you are all nothing without me and hear me. Or you hear me, nothing. Gracefully bow and end your speech.
Thank you for your lovely acceptance speech. I hope everyone can follow your example.
All right, that's a wrap, everyone. Let's all get back to doing what we do best.
Thank you, all of you brave members of the Civil Corps.
Wow. Captain, you became my good friend. Worth it. I love all the silly responses that they put in there. Like, it is so wonderful. It is just so silly. Oh, Cap. I know. We're gonna go get Burgess. And where are you, sir? All the way over there. We'll finish the Miguel thing. I always feel bad with the Miguel thing. It just sucks. Because, like, I don't agree with the sentence that they gave him, but I don't think he should stay here.
So, shall we go and talk to Trudy?
Let's go. It's just like, he does not belong in a maximum security prison. Not his whole life. For a couple of years, maybe. Not his whole life. But if you keep him here, I think he stays in jail for like a week or two and then he's free. That's not enough. That is definitely not enough. So it's like the choices you're given really aren't the greatest. And it doesn't really fit what he did. So...
Hello, Burgess. How can I help you?
Mayor, we're here to request you stop the transfer of Miguel to Atara. He's changed.
Changed?
I wanted to say he was tricked by Duvos, manipulated by Matilda, and he was. But no, he's just very sad nowadays. He wanted something that's not his to decide. And now that he's acknowledged the destruction he's left behind, he's broken.
Go on.
He's not innocent, but he's also not a bad man. He was a victim of circumstances.
I do agree with everything that Burgess did just say, though. He is not innocent, he is not a bad guy, but he is a victim of his circumstances. But he still does need to pay for the crime.
Did he ask you to come here?
No, he told us he wants to face his crimes. I just think it's not right.
Burgess, you...
Mayor Trudy, I implore you, let Miguel face his punishment, but here in Sandrock, where he can face everyone he's wronged and atone for what he's done. Don't let him rot in a cell forever. Every fiber of my being is telling me that's not right.
What do you think of all of this?
I've seen it myself. He really has changed. If Burgess says it's the case. I don't agree with that, though. I don't think he's putting it on. That's why this mission to me, it needs a few alternatives, because I do not think that he's putting on an act. I do think he is sorry for what he did. But I don't fully agree with Burgess either. Like, there needs to be another middle in here somewhere. I'm going to say, even though I don't fully agree with it, I'm going to say no, I think he's putting it on.
You're sure?
I don't know. Completely. I can go,
I'm inclined to agree.
But...
I was willing to listen if both of you felt that way. but I trust the builder's judgment as well. I understand where you stand, Burgess. And were this anyone else, I would be on your side. But in consideration of what he has done, and his proven ability to manipulate, I will err on the side of caution. He goes to Atara.
I understand, Mayor Trudy.
Look, Burgess, I'm not heartless, but I just need to do what's best for all of us. Thank you for coming in. Really, we're lucky to have a minister with a heart as big as yours.
Yeah, that mission always is a feel bad. Always is a feel bad. I wish there was another alternative. Because, like, I have another save during early access. I did keep him here. And he stays in jail for, like, maybe 2 weeks or so, I think it was. Wasn't very long, and then he just kind of roams the town. But he roams aimlessly. Like, he doesn't go to the church, and he doesn't attend, like, Burgess out there. So he kind of, the way it's written, it is almost as like the decision is supposed to be that he goes. Like, that is how it feels, is that is supposed to be the decision. Oh, nope. Oh, time has paused. I see him running, so that normally means that the baby needs something. I'm gonna get the points. Where is she? Where is she? Ah, I beat him again. Too slow, sir. Too
Got a little request
slow.
today, and I let Elsie handle it.
Yeah.
I've got some free time. We could go for a ride if you have some time.
We can, maybe later. I need to build stuff. As my eyeballs. There are my eyeballs. All right. Edit home. Do a little rotation around here. I'm kind of thinking along this wall. Like, I'm thinking that this will kind of go... Well, we need to actually put the things in. Like, that is... What am I missing? How come that has a checky, that has a checky, that has a checky, and this one doesn't? Like, that makes no sense. Oh, you stupid water bucket. I can upgrade said water pond. Well, okay. 9 granite slabs it is. I did not know you could upgrade that. Granite, 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 granite. Boom, it's getting worked on. We're gonna go build the other stuff. Next. Still don't understand why that all of those had the checks and not one. Wait, what did I just build? That is the bunny hutch. 2. Well, at least it gives her something else to do. That is the truth, though. That is definitely the truth. Okay, good. You guys can be upgraded. I was gonna say, if you can be upgraded, that really is just too bad, so sad for you, because I was not gonna upgrade you again. That was just gonna be, that's on you. On you, Hutches. I just felt my voice fully just cut out there. That was amazing. Need to move more things. can finally go get Doodlebug out of the my chests, which is nice. So where is the gate? Because she needs the gates. That is an awful placement for the gate. Okay, it is what it is. There's a 1. And 2. And a 3. And then this. Move it or lose it stuff. This is gonna go. Let's start that sentence over. This is going to go somewhere around there, I think. And then this is gonna go in the corner. That actually is perfect spacing. Oh my gosh. Good job, me. Good job. Look at you doing your spacing flawlessly. We're gonna put these, I think, on either side of this door. Or it's a gate. It is a gate, technically. And then this goes here. And this goes there. Lovely. And then this is gonna go over. This should actually go closer to the house. This is gonna go on this wall. And then this is barely gonna ever get used anymore because we're beyond this point, and it's gonna go right there. All of these, I actually think are gonna stay there. That is pretty, I'm okay with that. Next, we will leave this over here for her. And then we have those for us. We will buy eventually some more decorations to put around here. Oh, wait, no, we're not done. Oh. That must have got used for something. Oh no, I flat forgot to do it. Okay, we'll do that. I looked at my notes and it did not get crossed off. Okay. What was it? This one. It was 9. And then if I were a tailoring machine, I'm guessing this? Sure. Oop, we did too many for the cutting. I think it will figure itself out. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. It's gonna figure itself out. You know what? I think why I thought I did it is because I did Owen stuff. That's why my brain thinks I did it. I will cancel none of them because it'll be fixed in a second. All right. Now. Can I put you into here? Actually, no, we're gonna wait till we upgrade it. I don't want to chance losing my king. We will wait till it's upgraded, which will be like 5 minutes. I do feel bad about Miguel. I really do. I really, really, really do. I mean, if the missions that are coming up interact with each other, we can always go back here and change our decision. It is a thing we can do because I do have a save. I really don't want to, but you know, if it does mess up in any way, shape, or form, we always can go back. It's just, I don't know, the decisions that you were given are not, neither is the greatest, really. I mean, he doesn't deserve to go to prison for forever like that. Like, it is not a lock him up and throw away the key type thing. He does not deserve that. But he does not deserve the freedom of what he would get here, of only getting like a slap on the hand for trying to murder somebody. You know, that's like, it's a tough decision. Ooh, what are the stats for this? 34. That's interesting that the Sandrock metal is still better. Huh. I kind of would have thought that the Sandrock, being that comes after, I kind of thought that one probably should be better. Meaning the one we just got. Any hoozle. Oh, we need to go buy animals. First things first. I need to go find where in the world I put Doodles. Is it miscellaneous? I have no idea where Doodles is. There he is. Your time to shine has finally come, sir. I'm trying to remember how I do this. I think I have to go to the... It's been so long. It's been so long since I've had to do this. I think I have to go... Yeah, we'll go to the Wandering Y. Why am I running? There are two ways of looking at this. Do I buy a bunch to get the stuff faster? I think I will. Well, we'll buy the floppies, I guess. I always go with these ones. The baby hens. I'm gonna see if... I'm trying to remember how to add Doodles. It's a weird thing and I cannot remember how to add Doodles. I may have to pause and Google. It has been so long since I've had to do this. There we go. That was it. We're gonna add one of each because I don't remember what they like. I think these guys I think are tomatoes. I have no memory. So she will pet them every day. So we don't have to really worry about it. We will rename Doodles because I want Doodles to be Doodles. Okay. And now we will go buy the rest. Okay, that is done. I feel a little bad that it took me this long to do this, but it is what it is. It got done eventually, you know? Mainly we haven't needed it. Like, last episode was the first time we actually needed something. Or maybe the episode before then, that was the first time we ever needed something. So, I mean, to go this long in a game and this is the first time you need something ain't bad. All right, that is everything.
I've got some outdoor gear. Remember to take some when you're out adventuring. Okay, sir.
I will do that just for you, my love. That's actually nice and chonky. Like, it makes a nice division. Okay, and then this. Yeah. Oh. Fine. I wanted it there because I wanted it. I can, oh, it probably won't allow me to build a small one. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh well. Now we'll go add fish. I'm sorry, that looks really derpy above my head. Okay, we're done. Interact. Oh my goodness, look at all the fish we can add. Well, that's disappointing. Oh, there they are. Okay. I would say that it's safe to say that these are not interactable at all. Because it did not even want to allow me to take them out. We'll give them a day in here, and if they don't show up, we'll take them out. So how much do you hold now? 84! What? What is that, 42? Wow, we can go a whole month without feeding you guys. It is amazing. Okay, well, we have a yard now. Do need to name all of these animals. We do need to do that. I may just leave them though, because I tend to not name things like this that eventually are just going to get sold. It's basically, we're going to keep them until we get 999, and then we're done. We are going to go over to the desert, and we're going to get petrified wood, because we are running low on it. And this is a very long episode. For having nothing to do, I thought, this is a really long episode. Like, I really thought we were going to have nothing to do. Tomorrow we should start with the content and possibly a baby. That should be what it happens, is tomorrow a baby born. Baby born, baby born. I still do feel really bad about Miguel. I mean, part of me wishes there would have been a whole, like, trial in a way. But I mean, I get why they didn't want that, because how many trials can you have in a game? You know? And that's why there is no trial for Miguel. But part of me still wishes that, like, everyone in the town could have said their 2 cents. And it's also just, it's kind of Logan. Logan deserves to say, because he was the one who the attempted murder started on, and it ended with Matilda. And we can't really, we can't go talk to Matilda. So, Logan is the next best thing. So it would be interesting. I wonder what he would do. Probably, I don't know what Logan would do. It is leniency, but because he got leniency, so he may lean towards that. But then at the same time, there it is, bug seed. That should have probably filled in everything. Encyclopedia. No, well, I knew that it wasn't going to, but fish, no. Ooh, that needs, no, that's right. I'll say that needs to be updated. I wonder what that is. Seriously, that I've never touched a pigment? I have touched so many pigments in this game. Yeah, this might be a lost cause, just because there's certain things I know I've touched and it's not showing up. Ecology. Yep, that filled out the trees. Very good. This I don't know. This I am gonna have to look up. And because it is just, it is a matter that I need to touch it. Whatever it is, I need to touch it. It's just something I haven't touched yet. Which is, in a way, annoying. Like, for instance, the machines. Objects, equipment, no. Machines. I've touched and I've interacted with all of those. I've interacted with those a billion times. Because I never actually put it into my inventory, it doesn't count. So we're gonna have to make all of those. Which is fine. I actually do like to have 2 of the work tables most of the time in my yard. I do like to have that. So yeah. So we're going to bed now. So I think tomorrow is the earliest we can have our baby boy. I think is the earliest. And then maybe we may have special guests. I don't know. Wow, this is weird. I don't know how I feel about that. We need to buy those plants. Yeah, those things I don't think are going to work in there. We need to buy one of these elegant planter box to put behind here. We may also put some trees behind there. Okay, I am stuck on a cactus. Now we're going to end the episode. I'm also really quickly going to go and verify that she is petting animals and cleaning up after the animals. Assistance. Assign. Cultivate plants. No. Clean the barn. No. Okay, now we got it. Clean barn I'll put first. Pet the animals is going second. Clear sand. Harvest, collect produce. Yeah, I don't want her to cultivate plants. I don't want her to cater. Well, we'll give her catering parties. I don't want her. That's watering, I'm guessing. This is the planting. I don't want her to add. I don't want her to dispatch. And I don't want her to do that. And Logan is still fine with those. I don't want him doing those. Okay. With that, we're going to end the episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of my time at Sandrock. Next episode, we will probably have some special guests here, I'm guessing. I don't know how long it is between the scene we had with Gale and when his daughter arrives. I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was like about 2 days. So tomorrow will be probably the earliest. And then we may have a baby. I hope you enjoyed. Take care of yourself and bye for now.